Hello everyone, my name is Matthew Havana and we're going to talk about planning survey, preparation of plans, and interpretation of planning surveys. But before anything else, let me share to you this very famous quote by Benjamin Franklin. It says, "If you fail to plan, you are planning to fail." This quote really emphasizes the importance of planning because if you will not formulate a plan, you are more likely to fail. So na-observe nyo, the most common time frame in highway planning is 5 years. Kasi by creating a 5-year plan, mas na-increase mo yung chances of success in reaching your goals. But also, meron pa ring annual plans just to show progress of the plan each year. Sa 10-year plan naman, it is too long and a lot of things may change in that span of year. And now let's proceed to planning survey. Highway planning phase includes assessment of road length requirements for an area and preparation of master plan showing the phasing of plan in annual and 5-year plans. So share ko lang dito sa municipality namin, ang local government unit already gave a notice to us because especially we are situated beside a national highway about the plan of widening the road. And also, nag-travel kami dun sa Bislig City last Sunday. Na-observe ko, nakita ko yung mga roads dun is all widened. So, what do you think are considered before conducting these projects? It obviously involves planning. So, highway planning involves the assessment of the length of road required for a given area, which may be a city, district, state, or a country. It also includes the preparation of master plan for the area taking into consideration future needs and phasing the program in annual or 5-year plans based on the priorities and utility. For assessing the required road length for the area, field studies are to be carried out to collect the necessary data. These are economic studies, financial studies, traffic or road use studies, and engineering studies. Napakahalaga talaga magkaroon ka ng knowledge about the area where you conduct the project by planning survey with the help of these 4 studies. So, una is the economic studies. In economic studies, details of the existing facilities, their utility, distribution of the existing population in the area, population growth trends, existing products in agricultural and industrial sectors, future trends of development in these sectors, existing communication and education facilities, and the per capita income are to be collected. Economic growth has received the strongest priority in all the plans because these roads are good for the flow of our economy and for faster transport of goods. Government will not spend on things that will not profit them, of course. That's why they are more invested on the roads that connect to the center of economy like cities rather than roads in remote areas. So next is financial studies. In financial studies, various financial aspects such as the sources of funding, estimated revenue from taxes on vehicles, indirect benefits of raising the living standards of the people due to the proposed road network, resources at local level, toll taxes, vehicles, and fines, and the future trends in financial aspects are considered. It is really important to determine the sources of funds in order to mobilize the project. Money is the fuel for the highway construction to operate. That's why it is important to consider. Next is the traffic or road use studies. In traffic or road use studies, details of the existing road facilities, traffic volume in vehicles per day, origin and destination studies, traffic flow patterns, mass transportation facilities, accidents, their cost analysis and causes, anticipated future trends of the growth, classes of traffic such as passengers, cars, buses, and trucks, loads carried, averages, speeds, and other traffic related studies are to be conducted. So every local government unit considers the faster transportation of goods and other products. That's why, as you can see, they constructed diversion roads for delivery trucks and other vehicles to avoid traffic. Dito naman sa municipality namin, we have an ongoing construction of diversion road. It is mainly for large heavy vehicles and also for travelers to have faster road. And lastly, engineering studies. This includes study of the topography, soil, location and classification of existing roads, estimation of possible developments, road life, traffic studies, origin and destination studies, and special problems, if any, relating to construction, drainage, and maintenance. In this study, we are applying the sciences of engineering, yung mga pinag-aralan natin like surveying, soil mechanics, engineering economy, and highway engineering. We can determine the economical route, estimate the materials and progress to be used in construction, and the life expectancy of your road. That's all for planning survey. Remember those 4 studies to be considered: economic studies, financial studies, traffic or road use studies, and engineering studies. And now let's proceed to preparation of plans. The planning surveys you've conducted based on those 4 studies should be presented in the form of plans, but is conducted before the finalization of alignment and other details of the road development. There are 4 drawings usually prepared showing the various details of the area, and let's see the differences. First is Plan 1. It is the general area plan showing almost all existing details, namely topography, existing road network and drainage structure, rivers, canals, nalas, etc. Towns and villages with population, commercial, industrial, or agricultural activities are also shown on this map. Next is Plan 2. This plan includes the distribution of population groups in accordance with the categories made in the appropriate plan. Next is Plan 3. This plan shows the location of places with their respective quantities of productivity. Lastly, the Plan 4. This plan shows the existing road network with traffic flows and desire lines obtained from origin and destination studies of traffic. Proposals received from different sources may also be shown in this plan. Now that being said, all these types of planning, not only in engineering but also in other fields, it is imperative to follow thoroughly and fundamentally the step-by-step plan before jumping to others. So this is created with a purpose to succeed. So for our last topic, we will discuss interpretation of planning surveys. After conducting planning surveys and preparation of plans, it is useless if you do not understand the details you've gathered. The various details collected from the planning surveys and presented in the form of plans should be interpreted in a scientific way before arriving at the final road development program. The data collected could be interpreted and used for the following important uses. First is to arrive at the road network out of the several alternate possible systems which has the maximum utility. Next is to fix a priority of the construction projects so as to phase the road development plan of an area in different periods of time, such as 5 years plans and annual plans. As you can see, there is really a need to know the priorities. Maybe there are other projects that have more weight in terms of importance. Mas mahalaga ang ito kaysa sa isa. If I'm not mistaken, people have different opinions regarding the ongoing project of flyover in Tagum City, if it is really necessary or not. So let's proceed. Next is to assess the actual road use by using the traffic flow patterns. This data may therefore shows area of congestion which need immediate relief. So if there is a need of widening or constructing a diversion road, so dito. Next is based on the traffic type and intensity, and the performance of existing types of pavement and cross drainage structure. A new structure may be designed using the data and the past experience. The fifth one is comparison of the areas may be obtained on the basis of their economic activities. This information may therefore suggest the areas of immediate need for road network. As what I've said earlier, economic growth has the strongest priority in constructing a road. Lastly, on statistical basis, the data obtained in fact-finding surveys may be analyzed for the future trends in development of an area. For example, growth in productivity and population, which in turn generate higher traffic volume. This information may be useful in the future planning. So plans are meant for future activities, so let us foresee the picture of how develop the area for the next 5 years, because if you will not prepare the roads for the development will be ma-interrupt yung development ng isang place. So that's why you will also consider the next more years, because the development will not stop only for 5 years. So you will consider also the following years. The development of a city or town is also dependent to the roads it have, so they must go together. So that's all for today. I hope you've learned something from our discussion. Let us remember those things to consider before constructing a road. Again, this is Matem Havana. Thank you and God bless.